Hello everybody, I've got something slightly different to show you today. It's an automation system, the Hornby eLink, which links up to the computer so you can control locomotives and such with the computer. But like I said, it also features the option to automate. And that's what I'm going to try and show you today. It does have a bit of teething problems, but we'll see. I've also recorded some announcements, but it is my voice, so it's a bit embarrassing, but we'll see. You probably won't be able to tell on the camera, but I've got a bit of a stereo surround sound going from different sides of the room, so you should be able to get an idea of where the sound's coming from. Obviously, if you're here, but through the camera that might not work so well, but it has got stereo microphones on it, this camera does, so you might get a bit of a flavour of that. These kind of things take a long time to set up. I'll show you very quickly the one I'm going to show you. Oops, so I'm using the mouse on my knee, so it's a bit difficult. It's a program like this, and you basically program in all the different steps, rather a lot of them, and that's to make about a 3-minute program. So goodness knows how you make ones that are hours long, but it'll take rather a long time. So, oh gosh, white balance is a bit messed up. So I'm just going to play that through and hopefully it'll work. Just excuse it if things are a little inaccurate, but things should hopefully end up roughly where they started. So we've got the Tornado down here, Mallard around there, Flying Scotsman up there, and the 9F down there. You can't see them all too well at the moment, but I'll move around the room as the program plays and you'll be able to see it. So wish me luck. I'm just going to hit play now, and then I'm not touching any controls. After that, the computer simply takes over. So let's see.
Can those planning to board the A1 Tornado Pacific train please board now, since the train is now ready to leave? Thank you.
Horrible announcements, I apologise for them.
For passengers intending to board the A4 Mallard Pacific, please board now, as the train is now ready to leave.
I apologise for the mess, by the way. I normally tidy up for these videos, well, not really, but slightly more than this.
The A3 Flying Scotsman and its train are now ready to depart, so please clear the platforms. Thank you.
This is one of the stations that I'm using. Well, it's not a station, is it? But it's just something I stop at to act as a station, really. That's all. There we go. Here comes the Mallard.
The A3 Flying Scotsman and its train are now ready to depart, so please clear the platforms. Thank you. Can those planning to board the A1 Tornado Pacific train please board now, since the train is now ready to leave? Thank you. For passengers intending to board the A4 Mallard Pacific, please board now, as the train is now ready to leave.
There we are, that's the third station just there. Missed it. Little bit. Like I say, the Flying Scotsman I've actually had some problems with actually, so I've had to readjust him a little bit. So yes, probably the least accurate at the moment.
The A3 Flying Scotsman and its train are now ready to depart, so please clear the platforms. Thank you.
Yeah, and now the 9F's back where she started, perfectly accurately. Tornado is just about. I think I need to add a few more seconds onto that though, because she's a bit far back. It's hard to be accurate. And there the Mallard's just finishing off at that point there where she started. And Scotsman is having his problem again, but yes, he would normally carry on up here and stop up there, so it's quite cool. But sum it up with Scotsman, where the motor starts, and you can hear it buzzing, but she doesn't go anywhere occasionally. And it's not just with low speeds, it seems to be all the time. I've disconnected the motor and run her without, just pushed her along without the motor, and there's no friction or anything there. The motor seems fine, and I'm not sure what's going on. At all really. I was wondering if there was a bit too much friction due to the brushes being pushed against the commutator a bit too harshly. but that doesn't seem to be the case either, because I've tried different springs and whatnot, and she seems quite happy. We just have to put up with the fact that occasionally she doesn't go, and she just needs literally just a nudge like that and she'll get going. So anyway, that's the Hornby eLink system. Very cool. Now I don't particularly like controlling the engines through the computer. That's probably because I use the mouse on my knee instead of on the mouse mat, so that isn't the easiest thing. But what I do find a bit easier is controlling it through a phone, or a tablet in this case. Let me just get this logged on. So as you can see, that's a map of the layout that comes up on the computer as well, but you can't see it because you have to drag it to get into view. And then we just choose one of the locos. Let me just sort the camera out so you can see it. So you've got the list of DCC locos. Obviously I haven't got an awful lot, but there's as many on there as you want. You choose the train you want, choose the direction. You hear a little beep through the computer to tell you that it's recognised it. And you've got the option to shunt or cruise, so we can just cruise if we want. And then as you'll see, the tornado that we chose will then creep forward. If you want to cruise, which is a slightly higher speed, she'll go at the cruise speed. And then we can stop to stop. Now these are all scale speeds that when you put the train into the computer, the database tells you the scale speeds of each engine in real life, and it adjusts them accordingly. But if you don't want to take heed of that, you can just tap on here and go at any speed, you know, maximum to minimum. And that works too. I'm just going to stop there so we don't have any accidents. And it's the same as it is normally with DCC. You can control any number of engines at any given time, which is very useful. And that's essentially that. Now I'm not so keen on the Roadmaster software itself. There are a few control issues. It sometimes isn't very responsive, whereas you want to stop a train and it sometimes just doesn't stop. That does happen occasionally. I don't know if that's just a teething problem, or they'll update it, or whether the program itself needs revamping or whatever, but it's kind of, it looks kind of, I don't know, not unprofessional, but slightly unlike modern software. It seems kind of, well, if you look at the interface, you can just tell that it's a little bit amateurish. But then again, it does serve its purpose and it works nicely. And like I say, the automation is better, but ultimately I prefer the DCC Select or Elite would be equally good for controlling locos. But like I say, if you've got a phone or a tablet, that makes things better. So yes, very pleased with that. It's very cool. Hornby are a bit naughty actually, because to even use the tablet or phone function to control the engines, it's an extra £10, and I thought that was bad, you know, given how much you would pay for the system itself. But you know what, oh well, it's a one-time only thing, it's not yearly or anything like that, so that's good. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Thank you very much.